Good evening, dear guests, competitors, teams, sponsors, representatives, officials, organisers and volunteers. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's been a very busy week for a lot of us here. We've seen some amazing racing across the Abu Desert, and it's amazing to see all of you here tonight. Of course, tonight we're gathered here at the Abu Dhabi Energy Centre to celebrate the winners of the 33rd edition of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, held under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the ruler's representative court in the Al Dhafra region. Now, before we start, I would like to now invite on stage the CEO of the Emirates Motorsport Organisation, Maha Badri, who will officially open tonight's prize-giving ceremony, and thank you to our loyal sponsors and partners.
ومجلس أبوظبي الرياضي على المساندة والدعم والتأكيد على قدرة أبوظبي على تنظيم واحتضان الفعاليات العالمية. كما نشكر شريك الطاقة أدنوك على احتضان الرالي في مركز أبوظبي للطاقة، وأيضا احتضان الرالي في المدينة الجميلة ظنة. كما نجدد شكرنا لشريك السيارات الفطيم تويوتا، طيران أبوظبي، الإسعاف الوطني، مياه العين، وداناتا الشريك اللوجستي. كما نشيد بالدور الفعال الذي لعبته كل الجهات الحكومية وعلى رأسها وزارة الدفاع والقوات المسلحة وقيادة الحرس الوطني من خلال المركز الوطني للبحث والإنقاذ، وما وفره من دعم يستحق كل الثناء. كما نثمن المجهود الجبار للقيادة العامة لشرطة أبوظبي من خلال مديرية شرطة منطقة الظفرة وشرطة العين وأبوظبي أيضا، الذين كانوا العين الساهرة على أمن وسلامة كل المشاركين. شكرا لكم. كما يسعدنا أن نتقدم بجزيل الشكر لهيئة أبوظبي للدفاع المدني من خلال إدارتها ومراكزها على التجاوب السريع والقياسي مع متطلبات الرالي. كما نثني على التعاون المثمر والبناء لكل من بلدية منطقة الظفرة ومستشفيات الظفرة ومجالس أبوظبي وشركة أبوظبي للتوزيع والتدوير وشركة أبوظبي لحلول المياه. هذا ولأول مرة تم تخصيص مكان ضمن موقع الرالي ليحتضن فعاليات مجتمعية، حيث أضفى حضور الغدير للحرف الإماراتية أحد مشاريع الهلال الأحمر الإماراتي جمالية ورونقا مبرزا عراقة العادات والتقاليد الإماراتية. نشكر لهم تواجدهم في مخيم الرالي. وأيضا الشكر موصول للإعلاميين وخاصة قنوات أبوظبي الرياضية على التغطية المتميزة. ولا يسعنا إلا أن نشكر المتطوعين ولجميع منظمي الرالي والفرق الطبية والفرق الفنية على جهودهم الجبارة على مدار الساعة لإخراج نسخة نالت إشادة الرأي العام الرياضي المحلي والإقليمي والدولي. وبالأخير نشكر الاتحاد الدولي للسيارات والاتحاد الدولي للدراجات النارية والمروج للراليات. شكرا من القلب لكل من ساهم في تحقيق التحدي وكسب الرهان التميز. اسمحوا لي الآن لأتكلم باللغة الإنجليزية. Good evening, everybody. I can't believe that how fast this event passed. It was just like a dream. Without a doubt, this was one of the exceptional editions of Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. It's considered the second oldest event in the Rally Raid calendar, but the oldest in the World Championship. First and foremost, what made this edition so special was the honor we had of receiving the visit of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the ruler's representative in the Dhafra region. His Highness visited the bivouac and met with many of you. The feedback was very positive, and it will encourage us to do more in the next years. We in the UAE are really blessed with our caring and visionary leaders. Thank you to them. This year, for the first time, we had two bivouacs. One in the welcoming city, Al-Dhanna, for which I would like to thank ADNOC for their hospitality. And the second bivouac in the historical area of Mizera, a doorstep of Liwa Oasis. Indeed, the Desert Challenge is one of the most challenging and toughest races in the world. Organizing it is also very challenging and demanding. Our strategic partners and sponsors are the backbone of this event. And I would like to thank the ruler's representative court in Al Dhafra region, the Abu Dhabi Sport Council, ADNOC Distribution. Also thank you to Al Fataim Toyota, Abu Dhabi Aviation, the National Ambulance, Al Ain Water, Danata Logistic. We also received support from different governmental entities, starting with Ministry of Defense, National Guard of Abu Dhabi, and Abu Dhabi Police. I would also like to thank Civil Defense, Municipality of Al Dhafra region, Al Dhanna Hospital, Abu Dhabi Majlis, Tadweer, and Abu Dhabi Media for their exceptional coverage. I would also like to thank FIA, FIM, and the promoter of W2RC. At this time, we should not forget our marshals and officials, our medical and search rescue teams. Thank you. The sweep team. Safety and traffic marshals, the security teams, logistics, media drivers, scrutineers, bivouac management. I apologize personally. I did not have the chance to meet you and to thank you in person. I would like also to thank our team. Your loyalty and dedication is priceless. You work day and night, and you have delivered an outstanding event, no matter the obstacles that came in our way. What more can we ask from you? We are really proud of you. Thank you. I also like to thank the media who help us to take this event, the stories behind the human, behind the magic event to every corner in the world. In all continents, there are people following the race and dreaming about one day maybe coming to Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. I also like to thank ASO, the production team, for their beautiful coverage and keeping up with our demands. There is a famous saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That said, I would like to close by saying a big thank to our competitors. We kept saying that you are our customers and client. I think this is wrong. You are our family and friends. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mahir, for officially opening the 33rd Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge Awards ceremony. But now, before we announce the awards, who's won what in which category, why don't we check out some highlights over the past couple of days?
Opening the route, I have no regrets. Any experience I have like this, to put myself in an uncomfortable position or put myself in a difficult position, I need to jump at this opportunity.
Abu Dhabi dunes are very specific. We have also some very fast section with big drop.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's just cars are broken, but luckily nobody is injured. So.
To win this Abu Dhabi Desert Challenges was amazing. To come back again for fight for the world champion to defend our title.
It's been a crazy rally, it's been hard, but yeah, that's Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, you know, it throws everything at you.
Every year I'm saying that this one will be my last desert challenge. But once I'm here on the finish line, I start preparing myself for the next one.
Just watching the highlights there, I can feel that adrenaline running through me now. I can't imagine what it's like for the drivers, the riders, the teams, and everyone involved in this. How much is going through your mind, everything just rushing through there at 1,000,000 miles per hour. But here we are at the end. Now, before we start the awards, I would like to first invite our sponsors, and I would also like to invite back to the stage the CEO of the Emirates Motorsport Organization, Mahir Badri. And then we would also like to invite from the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, His Excellency Firstly, Suhail Al-Rafi, Executive Director of Sport Development Sector, and Saeed Al-Mahari, Quality Sports Department Director. If you could please join us on the stage. And of course, thank you for your continued support throughout the event, and we really appreciate you being with us here tonight. Now, we will now start with our sponsors, and we'd like to first invite the Rulers Representative Court of the Al Dhafra region. We'd like to invite Reem Al Mansouri and Hay Al Halami to the stage, please. Thank you so much, and thank you once again for your support throughout this event. We'd next like to invite from ADNOC Distribution, Abdul Malik Al-Majani, the Protocol and External Communication Manager. We'd now like to invite Alpha Tame Toyota. Please welcome Sarah Abu Hatib, and Assad Jihad. And now we'd like to invite to the stage the Abu Dhabi Police, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Sultan Al-Zabi, Lieutenant Colonel Sultan Al-Hamadi, Lieutenant Colonel Nasser Al-Shikli, Major Aziz Ismail Al-Wahidi, and Major Mohammed Al-Mazrui. Now we would like to invite Abu Dhabi Aviation, Hashim Al-Hashmi, the VVIP pilot, Manager of Business and Project Development, and the Chairman's Advisor. Now we'd like to invite from the Al Dhafra Region Municipality, Tahnoon Al-Mazrui, Liwa Center Manager, Salah Al-Korbi, and Nasser Al-Mazrui. And now we'd like to invite the representative from the United Arab Emirates Ministry of Defense. Now we would like to invite our representatives from Majlis Abu Dhabi, Dr. Sultan Al-Mullah, Manager Majlis. We would now like to invite from the National Ambulance, Amal Al-Harbi and Talal Al-Mari. like to invite our representatives from Abu Dhabi Distribution Company. We would further like to thank Al Ghadir, Al Dhafra Hospitals, National Search and Rescue Centre, Alain Water, Abu Dhabi Sports TV, Donata Logistics, Tadweer, and of course the governing bodies. We'd like to invite from the FIA, the FIM, and the ASO. We would just like to invite the representative from the FIA, please. To thank once again the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, His Excellency Suhail Al Rafi, the Executive Director of Sport and Development Sector, and Seed Al Mahari, Quality Sports Department Director. Thank you so much for joining us on the stage. My apologies, they will stay on stage with us as we move on now to the 33rd Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge Awards ceremony. And we will start now in the motor category, the Adventure Trophy, Malay Moto. These are for the riders. No team, no assistance. They have done this desert challenge all by them lonesome. It's tough enough with a team behind you, but to do it by yourself is an absolutely incredible effort. And to help us present the trophies as well in this category, we would also like to invite a few other members of the dignitaries. So we will invite from the National Ambulance, Amal Al-Harbi, and we'll also invite from ADNOC Distribution, Abdul Malik Al-Majani, Protocol and External Communication Manager. If you could please join us on the stage. And now that we have our representatives with us, now let's move on to the top three. In third, in the Adventure Trophy from France, please welcome Jean-Philippe Revolt. The Adventure Trophy for Malay Moto. Also from France, please welcome Damien Bateleur. Last but certainly not least, now the winner in the Adventure Trophy, the Malay Moto category from the United Arab Emirates. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hamdan Al Ali. classification. This is for the driver and co-driver who hail from right here in the GCC region. Now, to help us present these trophies, we would like to invite Amal Al-Harbi to stay with us. We'd also like to invite Talal Amari from National Ambulance to join us on stage. Oh, you're here already. Thank you so much for joining us so quickly. We'd also like to invite, but I think we already have, Ali Salim Al-Bahari, Chief of Sport of Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Excellent. We're all here already. Fantastic. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being so quick. Now then, let's move on to second in the Auto GCC classification. Please welcome, from the United Arab Emirates, the driver, Atif Al-Zarudi, and his Saudi co-driver, Mohammed Inab. In the Auto GCC classification. Please welcome both driver and co-driver hailing from right here in the United Arab Emirates. Please welcome Mansour Al-Hili and Khalid Al-Hendi. Now move on to the Auto GCC classifications. If you could ask the sponsors that are already on stage, if you could please stay with us here for the next category. We'll move on now to the Moto classification. These are the riders that hail once again from this very region. This is, of course, for the riders that hail from the GCC. And this time we have 3 of them. So, in third position from the United Arab Emirates, please welcome Hamdan Al-Ali. In the Moto GCC classification, please welcome Abdulaziz Ahli. Number 1 in the GCC classifications, once again from the United Arab Emirates. Please welcome Abdullah Lanjawi. And of course his team, SRG Motorsports, will be very proud to see him being number 1 here tonight at the end of the 33rd running of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. like to thank our representatives from the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, ADNOC Distribution, and of course, National Ambulance. Thank you so much for joining us for these first three categories. If you please take your seat, and we will invite our next representatives who will be handing out the next lot of trophies. And of course, we'll move on to the Auto Best Ladies team. But before we do that, I would like to invite to the stage Hashim Al-Hashmi, the Manager of Business and Project Development and Chairman's Advisor for Abu Dhabi Aviation, to assist us with the next trophies. Once again, if we could invite Hashim Al-Hashmi, the Manager of Business and Project Development and the Chairman's Advisor for Abu Dhabi Aviation, to assist us with the next podium presentation. Okay, so I think Hashim Al-Hashmi may have gone home early tonight. So let's invite from the Al Dhafar Region Municipality, we'd like to invite Tanun Al-Mazrui and Salah Al-Qurbi to assist us with the next trophies. Now, this one is for the Best Ladies team, and, well, there's just one here, and it's been a grueling 33rd Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, but it is for them. Please welcome Annette Coudant from Germany and Annie Seal from Sweden from the X-Raid Yamaha supported team. Over the trophies. We would like to keep all of our representatives on stage with us for the next category. We would also like to invite Saif Al-Khawaisi from the Abu Dhabi Sports Council to assist us, and Jerome Roussel from the FIA for our next category. Now, of course, our next category is for the FIA World Rally Raid Championship. And as always, we will bring them out in reverse order. Ladies and gentlemen, well, it looks like we've got a lot of number ones on my sheet in front of me, so I'll work with that for now. I think we'll go with, actually, we just have the number ones. That's why we have one next to everybody. So let's start, first of all, with the T1 Plus category, and that would be the number 206. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nasser Al-Attiyah from Qatar and his French co-driver, Edouard Boulanga. Now then, we move on to T1.2 class from Egypt. It is the 2107. Please welcome Ahmed Al-Shami, and from the United Arab Emirates, his co-driver, Hassan Ali Obeid. Thank the representatives from the Al Dhafar region municipality for assisting us with the trophies presentation. Thank you so much. We'll now move on to the next trophies, and that, of course, will be for the SSV group. Now, we move on to the next one, which is the SSV group, as we said before. Please welcome the 411 from the United Arab Emirates. Please welcome Mansour Al-Hili and Khalid Al-Kendi. Both driver and co-driver representing the United Arab Emirates and waving the flag proudly here tonight. We now move on. Now we move on to SSV W2RC Promoter Trophy, and once again from the SSV group, please welcome Yasser Hamid Sidan from Saudi Arabia and his co-driver, Michael Mateague. Adventure Group. Please welcome Austin Jones from the United States of America and Oriol Media from Spain. They will not only receive one set of trophies, they will actually receive two, as they are also the recipients of the W2RC Promoter Trophy as well. Now move on to the FIM Rally World Cup and Trophy Awards, and we'll first start with the FIM Rally 2 Veteran Trophy. Now, we will bring them up in reverse order as we have third overall here. Please welcome, he was on bike number 62. From Germany, please welcome Christopher Leischer. Now then, we move on to second in the FIM Rally 2 Veteran Trophy on bike number 60. Also from Germany, please welcome Stefan Pruss. Number one in the Moto FIM Rally 2 Veteran Trophy on bike number 92 from the United Kingdom. Please welcome David Mabbs. Racing applause for Vendetta Racing UAE. Which is still Moto, but this time it's the FIM Rally 2 Junior Trophy. In third, from Germany on the 65 bike, please welcome Justin Gerlach. Justin racing for the AG Dakar School, a rising talent in the world of motocross. and off-road riding as well. Now then, we move on to second overall in the FIM Rally 2 Junior Trophy, also from the United Kingdom, as we had number one in the Veteran Trophy. Please welcome from Vendetta Racing UAE, William McBride. Number one in the FIM Rally 2 Junior Trophy from Poland, racing for Deuce Rally Team. Please welcome Konrad Dąbrowski. Next category, which is the FIM Rally 2 Quad World Cup. And as always, let's bring them out in reverse order. In second position from Saudi Arabia, please welcome Hani Al-Numaisi. FIM Rally 2 Quad World Cup, ladies and gentlemen, the 174. Once again from the United Arab Emirates, please welcome Abdulaziz Ahli. He will also be the recipient of the W2RC Promoter Trophy as well, as he makes his way on stage. And as he meets our representatives from the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, and of course the CEO of the EMSO. And as the smoke begins to descend, let's now have the national anthem for the United Arab Emirates. Hero FIM Rally 2 World Cup. And once again, let's bring them out in reverse order. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Czech Republic, racing for Sorgent Racing, please welcome on the 33 bike, Jan Barbek. Overall to the FIM Rally 2 World Cup from France for Douce Rally team on the 76. Please welcome Jean-Luc Lupin. And now we move on to number one in the FIM Rally 2 World Cup. Another rider from Douce Rally team, but who will it be? Well, of course, from Poland, it is none other than Konrad Dabrowski. And for his efforts as well, he also receives the W2RC Promoter Trophy as well. So a lot of trophies for Poland's very own Konrad Dabrowski to walk home with tonight. Award, which is still the moto category, but this time it's the team awards. Now, who will it be? Well, we've only got one to bring up on stage, but who will it be? Well, without further ado, please welcome AG Dakar School. And with them will be Justin Gerlach, Starless Kleminaskas, and Gideminus Sapkus. We move on to our next category, which will be round two of the FIM World Rally Raid Championship Rally GP of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. It will be the moto category. Now, in second place for Hero Motorsports Team Rally. I know both riders are here today, but which one it will be? Well, it looks like he already knows. Please welcome Botswana's very own Ross Branch. In Rally GP here from South Africa, also racing the Hero Motorsports Team Rally, of course. It is the number 44 rider, Aaron Marr. He will also receive the W2RC Promoter Trophy. And while Aaron comes to collect his trophy, we would also like to invite the representative from Hero Motorsports Team Rally, because of course they are the FIM World Rally Raid Championship Manufacturer Trophy. Now, as the representative of the manufacturer of Hero Motorsport Team Rally has joined us, we can now have the national anthem of South Africa. Once again, congratulations to both Ross and Aaron there, and of course the entire Hero Motorsports Team Rally for their excellent effort there in Rally GP. Now then, we move on into our final awards for the evening. This is for the FIA World Rally Raid Championship at the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. This, of course, was round 2. But who will it be? Who will be our top 3? Well, let's get right into things here. Please welcome in 3rd place, the 211 of Toyota Gazoo Racing. It is, of course, Seth Quintero from the United States of America and his German co-driver, Dennis Zenz. Second in the FIA World Rally Raid Championship. It, of course, is another Hilux, but this time it is the Overdrive Racing, the 209 of Yazida Raji from Saudi Arabia and Timo Gottschalk from Germany. The top step of the FIA World Rally Championship right here in the 33rd running of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. Please welcome, from Nasser Racing by ProDrive, it is the 206 of Nasser Al-Attiyah from Qatar and his French co-driver, Edouard Boulanga. The winner also receives the W2RC Promoter Trophy Ultimates for their efforts here in this incredible event. It's been a grueling 5 days. We would also like to invite the manufacturer representative as well for the FIA World Rally Championship Manufacturer Trophy. Please welcome ProDrive. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem for Qatar. Well, that brings an end here to our awards here for the 33rd edition of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, held under his patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the ruler's representative court in the Al Dhafra region. We'd like to say thank you to our representatives from the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. We really appreciate you standing with us here tonight and presenting all the awards. To all of our sponsors, to our guests, competitors, teams, sponsors, representatives, officials, organisers and volunteers, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Now, but of course, before we end the night, this event, of course, would not happen without our officials, and in total, we had 140 officials here supporting us throughout the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge this year. We would now like to invite on stage officials from the medical team, race control, sweep team, marshals, traffic marshals, security, safety teams, scrutineers, bivouac officials, all officials. Could you please join us on stage for a group photo with our sponsors? For the marshals and the officials who are here with us tonight, if you could please join us on stage for a group photograph. I know there's much more than there is on stage right now, so do please join us on stage. Of course, without you, we would not be holding the 33rd annual Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. And of course, without you, you help us do this incredible event. Making the 33rd running of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge so successful. Have a wonderful evening, and until next year, see you soon.
بهذه الرعاية الكريمة مشاهدينا الكرام من قبل سمو الشيخ حمدان بن زايد آل نهيان ممثل الحاكم في منطقة الظفرة، وصلنا تقريبا إلى ختام رالي أبوظبي الصحراوي 2024 مشاهدينا الكرام على مدار 7 أيام 5 مراحل شهدناها معكم على الهواء مباشرة سواء عبر قنوات أبوظبي الرياضية أو الرسالة اليومية عبر قنوات أبوظبي الرياضية. طبعا مشاهدينا الكرام معي في هذه اللحظات البطل عبد العزيز أهلي. عبد العزيز أهلا وسهلا فيك. أنا أتذكر سويت معك لقاء بعد المرحلة الأولى والثانية، اليوم أنت متوج بالذهب 5 مراحل، طبعا هي 7 أيام 5 مراحل من التعب والمنافسة. وش نقول لك ألف مبروك.
الله يبارك فيك.
أنتم فريقك وفريق عملك وكل من يعمل معاك نقول لكم ألف مليون مبروك. أول شيء كلمني عن شعورك وعن هذا التتويج الجميل والعمل اللي قمتم به على مدار ال7 أيام وال5 مراحل.
والله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أول شيء الحمد لله أن قدرنا نخلص السباق بدون أي إصابات بدون أي مشاكل، والحمد لله أن قدرنا نحصل على المركز الأول على رابع سنة على التوالي. والشكر صراحة لكل من دعمنا والفريق والاتحاد الرياضي والمنظمة EMSO. والله صراحة يعني السباق على كلامه تشالنج يعني.
نعم.
بدايته كانت صعبة وكان يكون أصعب وأصعب، واللي استغربنا منه هالسنة أن عادة في الوقت يسوون السباق الجو يكون حر.
نعم.
هالسنة كان الجو وايد
جدا جميل كان
وايد.
حتى ثالث يوم كان مطر. ثالث مرحلة أو ثالث مرحلة يعني كان هناك صبيب، أعتقد ياكم
يانا شوي نحن في المرحلة يانا.
نعم. أثرت عليكم؟
والله شوية من ناحية السواقة، لأن المشكلة المطر اللي نزل كان خفيف، فالطبقة اللي فوق كانت يابسة، الطبقة اللي تحت بعدها لينة.
صحيح.
ويا مرور الدراجات عليها يعني قامت تستوي رملة ناعمة.
نعم. كلمني عن المرحلة الأولى، مرحلة غياثي نسترجعها مرة أخرى. يقول لك هاي من أصعب المراحل، ولكن نعم كانت صعبة فيها تحديات، ولكن أيضا من المراحل الجميلة اللي استمتعتوا فيها كأول. ما عمره مرت عليكم غياثي وانت عندك خبرة طبعا في مسارات ليوا.
والله غياتي صراحة المرحلة هاي كانت وايد حلوة، بس عكس كلامهم كانت مرحلة صراحة من أسهل المراحل اللي مريت فيها. بدايتها كانت صعبة، يعني يمكن على من بين 20 إلى 30 كيلو كانت صعبة، الباقي كان المسار كله سهل. المرحلة الثانية اللي قالوا انها سهلة
نعم
كانت صعبة.
شو الصعوبة فيها؟
صعوبتها القصوص اللي فيها وايد متقطعة، الرملة وايد ناعمة، والمسافة كانت وايد طويلة. يوم تحطين الاشياء هاي كلها ويا بعض كانت صراحة صعب انك كان الواحد انه يخلص المرحلة فيها.
نعم، انت يوم تقول القصوص، نعم الصعدات والنزلات، انت قصدك متكررة وايد، هاي اللي تعبكم انتم ولا يعني شوي تبون راحة عشان تشوفون؟ هذا قصدك؟
التكرار القصوص وايد.
نعم.
يعني ما يعطيك مجال انك شوية تريح من بين قص وقص، وقص يجيك ورا قص ثاني ورا قص ثاني.
هذا كله ياخذ جهد منه. نعم.
المشكله متى يبون لك اياه؟ ما يبون لك على بدايه المرحله، لان بدايه المرحله انت يعني طاقتك موجوده،
تركيزك عالي.
يبون لك اياه على اخر المرحله.
صحيح. انا اللي سمعته ايضا اكثر الاشياء اللي تواجهونه موضوع الديهايدريشن. انت يوم تشربون، انت كنت تشرح لي هذا الموضوع، يعني لان الصعب انكم تشربون ماي، شو اسباب اللي يصير لكم ديهايدريشن خصوصا بعد نص المرحله؟
هو المشكله من يبدا السباق انت تنسى عن كل شيء.
بس مركز،
بس تركز على المسار وتركز انك توصل.
ومع الملاح؟
لا نحن ملاح ما عندنا، نحن اللي نسوق، نحن اللي
ملاح. لا صح. نعم، نظام اخر. نعم.
فبس نحن نركز على المسار، فكل ما نحاول نحصل فرصه، يعني تينا سمته، يجينا درب سيده،
نعم،
نحاول نشرب ماي قد ما نقدر. بس يعني صراحه وايد صعب، يعني حتى السمتات اللي تكون عندنا على صبخه وما تعرف، يعني في اتوقع كانت في المرحله الرابعه في مكان في صبخه يمكن 5 متسابقين جلبوا نفس المكان.
نعم. معروفه الصبغه شويه لها اسلوب معين في السواقه عليها. نعم.
فحتى يعني في الاماكن سيده لازم تحاسب، يعني هاي ثانيه واحده يمكن تكنسل السباق كامل حقك.
صحيح. كلمني يعني انت بشكل عام، اصعب المراحل هي المرحله الثانيه او الثالثه؟
المرحله الثالثه كانت اصعب مرحله.
ليش؟ اشرح لي اياها.
المرحله الثالثه بدايتها كانت سهله، دشينا في القصوص قبل الفيول. زين، ومن بعدها وصلنا للفيول. يوم وصلنا الفيول كان الفيول تقريبا على الكيلو 100، كان باقينا 150 كيلو لخط النهايه. ال 150 كيلو لخط النهايه يعني الصراحه ما شفت اصعب منها. قصوص ورا قصوص، تجيلك فتشه خفيفه ترد على القصوص. المشكله وين وصلنا؟ يعني على خط النهايه وصلنا للعراقيب الكبار اللي في ليوه.
نعم.
اللي ورا ليوه. والمشكله وانت متجه على العرقوب الشمس جايه من وراك. فما يعني ما يبين لك قصه العرقوب، ما تبين.
القياس اللي انت متعود عليه.
فماكو يعني الدرب ما كان يبين، كان يعني كل الصعوبات جتنا في هذه المرحله.
صحيح.
بس الحمد لله قدرنا نتخطاها.
يعني مثل هاي المواقف اللي تصير معاكم، انا ادري انت اهل تخصص، احنا عذرنا يمكن نسال اسئله الناس البسيطين، المشاهد العادي. انت لما تقول مثلا الشمس وراي فالقياس ما يكون مضبوط، هل هذا في لك اسلوب معين للتعامل، حسبه ولا على الاحساس، على الحس؟
والله هو اكثر شيء على الاحساس. ولازم يعني انت مضطر انك تخفف سرعتك في
خلاص.
يعني خلاص، ما لان انت كانك تسوق ومغمض عينك.
صحيح. نعم. لان انا حاسس بالكلام اللي قاعد تقوله.
يعني انا اللي كنت اشوفه، يعني انا في مكان عارف انه عراقيب.
نعم.
بس اللي اشوفه سيده.
يا سلام عليك. صحيح.
فما كان حتى في مره كنت جالس امشي شوي مره واحده الدراجه دقت.
نعم.
قلت شو دقيت شو؟
صحيح.
بس الحمد لله قدرنا نخلصها.
يا سلام، قصص جميله. عبد العزيز، ما صار لك لا سمح الله يعني امور اضطراريه، ايقافات لا سمح الله؟
والله استويت لي في المرحله الاولى. المرحله الاولى صح انها كانت اسهل مرحله، بس واجهني عند التاير تفجر عندي التاير ورا على اليسار، والغطه تانك البترول طاح قبل الفيول. الحمد لله انه طاح قبل الفيول.
قبل الفيول. زين.
يوم في الرالي لازم تخترع لك اشياء.
نعم.
فاخذت دبه ماي، قصيتها من النص وحطيتها وبزبتاي وربطتها تحت، سكر الموضوع.
يا سلام.
الحمد لله قدرنا نكمل المرحله كامله.
يا سلام عليك. يعني وهاي امور طبيعيه تصير معاكم، يعني تصير معاكم مثل هاي الامور.
بس هي امور طبيعيه تصير، يعني في مرات اشياء اخس تسوي لك.
لا ما اقصد طبيعي يعني ان هاي الصعوبات تيك، ولكن تصير مرات اشياء اكبر بعدها.
بس لازم يعني يوم انت داش الرالي لازم تكون مستعد حق الاشياء اللي انت ما تتوقعها.
نعم، وحسن التصرف، لان انت ما تكسب وقت انت.
هذه.
طيب وين الخطوه الجايه لعبد العزيز ان شاء الله؟
الخطوه الجايه ان شاء الله
وين بتصير؟ يعني شو من تحديات عندك؟
ان شاء الله اذا قدرنا نحصل دعم بنحاول نكمل بطولة العالم ونجيب بطولة العالم من الامارات ان شاء الله.
ان شاء الله. الله يوفقك يا عبد العزيز.
ان شاء الله.
انا وايد فرحان بهالميداليه وبهالكاس وبهالكؤوس الجميله وتستاهل، وانا كنت معاك في المرحله الاولى والثانيه وكنا نتلاقى ونشوفك. يعطيك الصحه والعافيه، فرحانين فيك، فخورين فيك، يعطيك الصحه والعافيه.
شكرا.
هذا العلم يعني يرفرف عاليا وعزف السلام الوطني. الف مليون مبروك، فرحانين فيك.
شكرا
لك يا عبد. شكرا. عبد العزيز الهلي طبعا مشاهدينا الكرام احد الابطال الاماراتيين هنا معي في الاستديو، وتحدث عن رحلته على مدار ال7 ايام او ال5 مراحل في رالي ابوظبي الصحراوي، ختامها كان التتويج بالذهب والميداليه الذهبيه، وايضا هذا التكريم الذي اتى في محله. كل الشكر عبد العزيز الهلي، واتمنى التوفيق ان شاء الله في التحديات القادمه. ومعكم مشاهدينا الكرام وصلنا للختام. في الختام تقبلوا تحياتي، الى اللقاء.
العالم لسوارق الفورمولا 1 إندونيسيا على أبوظبي الرياضية. طواف باريس نيس فرنسا 2024 على أبوظبي الرياضية.
محاربي الإمارات للفنون القتالية المختلطة على ايدي فايت.
في ذهاب دوري ربع النهائي من دوري أبطال آسيا، وصيف النسخة الماضية الهلال السعودي أمام نظيره اتحاد جدة، قمة عربية مرتقبة، كلاسيكو الكرة السعودية. دوري أبطال آسيا على أبوظبي الرياضية آسيا عبر تطبيق ستارز بلاي وإيلايف اتصالات ودو. في إياب نصف نهائي كأس مصرف أبوظبي الإسلامي. الوحدة يقابل الوصل. كأس مصر في أبوظبي الإسلامي على أبوظبي الرياضية. مع انطلاق المنافسات وارتفاع الهتافات نضعكم في قلب الصورة وكواليس كل جولة قبل صافرة البداية. تقارير خاصة لاستعدادات الفرق، خبراء التحليل الفني، عناوين الصحف، أبرز التوقعات، لننقل لعشاق الكالتشيو أدق التفاصيل وآخر الأخبار في برنامج سكوتيتو على